Hello students, today we are going to solve the question based on increasing and decreasing function. So first question is, find the interval in which function fx equals to tan inverse sin x plus cos x is an increasing function if x belongs to 0 to pi by 2. So student, fx equals to tan inverse sin x plus cos x. So f dash x equals to, this is the function, students. So we have to find out its first order derivative. So differentiating both sides with respect to x, f dash x equals to tan inverse x derivative 1 upon 1 plus x square. So it will become 1 upon 1 plus x value sin x plus cos x, then sin x plus cos x whole square. Now we have to find out derivative of sin x plus cos x. Now f dash x equals to 1 upon 1 plus sin x plus cos x whole square, then sin x derivative cos x, and cos x derivative minus sin x, cos x minus sin x. Now students, you can see it is whole square, and we know that whole square is always positive or 0. So this part should be greater than 0 because it is whole square. And suppose the part inside the bracket becomes 0, then its answer is 1. So we can say it is greater than 0. Now students, let us put f dash x equals to 0 to find out interval. So cos x minus sin x upon 1 plus sin x plus cos x whole square equals to 0. So students, this part we have proved it is greater than 0. So 2 equals to 0, the numerator will be equals to 0 then. Cos x minus sin x equal to 0. So cos x equals to sin x. So we can write sin x upon cos x equals to 1. Okay students. Sin x upon cos x equals to tan x equals to 1. Tan x equals to 10 pi by 4. X equals to pi by 4. And in the question it is given x belongs to 0 to pi by 2, closed interval. So now students, let us plot pi by 4 on number line between 0 to pi by 2. This is pi by 4, student. So there are two intervals, 0 to pi by 4 and pi by 4 to pi by 2. Let us check. So in column, in first one we can write interval, second sine of f dash x, result. So first interval is 0 to pi by 4. So here we can write x belongs to 0 to pi by 4. And sin cos x minus sin x, cos x value is more than sin x value if x belongs to 0 to pi by 4. So it is positive, student. You can take any example, cos 0 and pi by 4. If any value is there between them, then cos x is always greater than sin x. So its result will be positive, student. So here I have written f dash x greater than 0. Therefore function is increasing. Now second interval, x belongs to pi by 4 to pi by 2. So in this interval the sine is greater than cos. Therefore cos x minus sin x will be negative. So f dash x less than 0. You can take example of any angle lying between them. Let us take pi by 3. So cos pi by 3 value 1 by 2 minus sin pi by 3 value root 3 by 2. So 1 by 2 minus root 3 by 2, it is negative, student. So f dash x less than 0, it means function is decreasing. we have to find out the increasing function, students. So fx is increasing in the interval 0 to pi by 4. Let us solve one more question. Find the intervals in which fx equals to x plus 1 whole cube into x minus 3 whole cube is strictly increasing, in second part strictly decreasing. Here also we have to find the interval. So by same method, students, we can solve it. This is the function. So let us find out its first order derivative. We have to use here product rule. So f dash x equals to x minus 3 whole cube as it is, derivative of x plus 1 whole cube plus x plus 1 whole cube as it is, derivative of x minus 3 whole cube. So f dash x equals to x minus 3 whole cube as it is, its derivative 3x plus 1 whole square. Now inside derivative, student, it is 1 plus x plus 1 whole cube as it is, derivative of x minus 3 whole cube is 3x minus 3 whole square, and inside derivative it will be 1. Let us take common, students. 3 is common, x plus 1 whole square is common, and x minus 3 whole square is common. So x minus 3 will remain here plus x plus 1 will remain here. So f dash x equals to 3 x plus 1 whole square, x minus 3 whole square, x minus 3 plus x plus 1. So it will be 2x minus 2. 2 is common, student. So it will become 6. 6 x minus 1 x plus 1 whole square, x minus 3 whole square. So this is first order derivative. Now students, you know second step. In second step we have to put f dash x equals to 0 to find out interval. So f dash x equals to 0. Then 6 x minus 1 x plus 1 whole square, x minus 3 whole square equals to 0. So first we put x minus 1 equals to 0. Then x equals to 1. Then we put x minus 3 whole square equals to 0. Then x minus 3 equals to 0. X equal to 3. Now student, x plus 1 whole square equals to 0. X plus 1 equal to 0. Then x equals to minus 1. So we have got the value of x minus 1, 1 and 3. Let us plot these values on number line. Minus infinity to infinity. Minus 1, 1, 3. Now student, there are 4 parts on the number line. So we have to check. So for checking, I have drawn table here. In first column I have written interval. In second column, sine of f dash x, and f dash x is 6 x minus 1 x plus 1 whole square into x minus 3 whole square. In last column I have written result. So let us take first interval, minus infinity to minus 1. So I have written here x belongs to minus infinity to minus 1. Let us check the sign. Let us take any value lying between them. I have taken minus 2. So when you put minus 2 here, it is negative. So negative sign. When you put minus 2 here, so minus 1 will remain. Minus 1 whole square plus. When you put x equals to minus 2 here, students, then it will be minus 5 whole square. It will also positive. So minus plus plus. So overall sign is negative, student. Plus minus minus, then again minus plus minus. So we can say f dash x value is less than 0 due to the negative sign. And we know that, student, if first order derivative value is less than 0, then the function is strictly decreasing. Now students, second interval, if x belongs to -1 to 1, then let us check the sign. Let us take any value lying between them, 0. So when you put 0, then x minus 1 is negative. When you put 0 here, 0 plus 1 whole square, it is positive, student. When you put 0 minus 3 whole square, then it will be 9, positive. Again student, minus plus minus, then minus plus, again minus. Overall sign is negative. Again we can write here f dash x less than 0. So therefore function is strictly decreasing in the interval -1 to 1. Now next interval is student 1 to 3. So we can write here x belongs to 1 to 3. Let us take any value lying between them, 2. So when we put 2 here in x minus 1, it is positive. When we put 2 in x plus 1 whole square, it will become 9, sign positive. When we put 2 here in x minus 2 minus 3 whole square, then it is also positive. So overall result is positive, student. Therefore f dash x greater than 0. We know that, students, if f dash x greater than 0, then function is strictly increasing. Now student, last interval, if x belongs to 3 to infinity, then take any value lying between them, 4. If we put 4 here in x minus 1, 4 minus 1, 3, it is positive, student. Now if we put 4 in x plus 1 whole square, so it will become 5 whole square, means 25, positive. When we put 4 here in the interval 4 minus 3 whole square, then 1 square is 1, it is also positive. So you can see, students, all are positive, it means overall sign is positive. F dash x greater than 0, then the function is strictly increasing. So students, fx is strictly decreasing on minus infinity to minus 1 union -1 to 1. So I have written here, students, fx is strictly decreasing on minus infinity to minus 1 union -1 to 1. Similarly, students, we can write here fx is strictly increasing on 1 to 3 union 3 to infinity. You can see, students, here 1 to 3 and 3 to infinity. Okay then, students.